That's us. It's 8:09, 44 degrees at Wall Radio. Good morning to you. Happy Friday. And today's the day we're going to pick our next winner of the $100 cash in our Show You the Money contest. If you have entered, you'll want to listen about an hour from now to see if you are our winner. If not, you better get to the website, wallradio.com, and register. So anyway, I'd like to introduce you to my friend Barry Adelman, who is the founder and the most busiest person in the world of Music for Humanity.
Let's
Hi,
correct
Barry.
that and say co-founder.
Co-founder.
But really, I'm just the chief volunteer. Let's make that clear.
Yes, you are. He is a musician, a singer, songwriter, guitarist, and wonderful flute player also. I haven't heard you play flute in a long time. But
I haven't played in a long time. All those songs have been preventing me from picking up the flute, but I have to get back into it. It is a great instrument.
And Music for Humanity came about how? You and I met when we both would perform at open mic nights.
Yeah, Music for Humanity came about in 2005 when I was kind of minding my own business.
What's that like? I did that once, but I forgot
I was on a cruise ship in Alaska on vacation, and I heard a voice, a whisper almost, like out of the movie Field of Dreams.
Oh, yes.
Where he says, build it and he will come. He hears that voice. Well, I heard the voice too, that same voice, but it didn't say that. Instead, it said, Music for Humanity. And I literally turned around. I said, nobody was there. And then about 2 minutes later, I heard it again. And I said, oh, I have to do something about music for
I'm getting
humanity.
chills. I really am. I'm getting chills right now.
That was the beginning of Music for Humanity. I looked it up online, and I found out that my co-founder, Kurt Ermiter, who at the time lived in North Carolina, he now lives in Florida, he had reserved that name, musicforhumanity.org, but there was no website. So I contacted him, and we had a meeting of the minds and the hearts, and that's how Music for Humanity began in 2005.
Now, what Music for Humanity does, you provide music for people for free.
We spread music.
You do.
We spread more music because more music means a better world for all of us. So the way we do it is we have live concerts, but we also give music scholarships. We've given $151,000 out in music scholarships. We're about to give another $16,000 out. And a few years ago, my music friend Barry Weisenfeld, who had been bugging me for a few years to give out instruments to school districts, we started doing that 3 years ago. So 3 years ago, we gave $3,600 out to the Middletown School District. Last year, we gave $3,000 out to the Beacon School District. And
to purchase instruments for children.
We buy the instruments.
You bought the instruments, okay.
For them. We asked them for their wish list.
Okay.
They give us a list. We contact Alto Music in Middletown, and we get a great price. Thank you, Alto. And then we buy. This year, we're going to give $2,500 in instruments to the Valley Central School District.
So what is on their wish list most often? Do they want, do children say they want to learn violin or flute, or what instruments do they want?
We've gotten keyboards, we've gotten guitars, xylophone things, a whole bunch of range of things, but it's just fantastic to do that and know that those instruments are really helping school children.
They do. Music lessons make you a better math student, teaches you fractions, if
Absolutely.
nothing else, but definitely it teaches you how to think in fractions. And for some reason, I'm not even sure how, music helped me with language studies.
Music is a great language.
It is.
And it's a very difficult language to learn. And most people who don't play instruments don't really understand that. But it takes years, decades. As a matter of fact, Sergei Rachmaninoff, you should know him.
Rachmaninoff, yeah.
Rachmaninoff. He said, music is enough for a lifetime, but a lifetime is not enough for music.
Oh,
that's how vast
good. Yes.
music is.
If you're going to try to play music, and people tell me all the time, oh, I wish I played an instrument, but I'm too old. No, you're not. You're not.
I know.
You may not be able to play. I'll never play in Carnegie Hall. I don't want to. You know why? Because to play that well, you have to you have to practice hours and hours and hours every day, and to play classical music right, it has to be perfect, and
Yes.
and that would make me neurotic. So I tell people that I'm not good enough to be neurotic,
That's good.
and that's a fine goal to reach. I play for my own amusement and pleasure, and I play for my own heart.
To be a great musician, in many cases, you do have to get a little bit out of balance because you really do have to dedicate yourself to the instrument
Yes.
and to the craft of communicating.
Yeah. Yes. I have studied a couple of times to learn a particular piece to play it right. And that's very satisfying when you get it, but I don't want to do that all the time. But
Exactly.
if someone wants to start playing music, where would you recommend they go?
Wow. Where would I recommend they go if they wanted to start playing music?
Yeah.
Well, I would just look up online, try and get local music teachers.
Mm.
In this area, you could contact
I bet Alto Music.
Alto
They have
Music.
that big bulletin board.
Alto Music does offer lessons there.
Now,
And any music school, there's quite a few around Orange County
yes.
that have lessons. So I would go there to
Now,
start with.
the scholarships that Music for Humanity offers. Now, the deadline is coming up, isn't it the 30th?
Yes, Sunday at midnight.
Okay, so for this year's scholarships, the deadline is Sunday at midnight to apply for one. Now, those are not brand new students. What
No.
are the requirements for that?
The only requirement is you have to be a music major at an accredited college or university in the United States, which means that Music for Humanity is, in essence, an international, a national, and a local charity because we've given scholarships out to kids from other countries who come to study music in the United States.
Frequently at Juilliard.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And they are fantastic musicians. They are doing what most of us would not be. They are sacrificing a lot of time.
They're
to
doing the
master.
practicing that I don't. I
Yes,
get it. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. And they're amazing. I'm happy to say that I just saw this morning the kid Simon Berkey, who was the runner up last year. Once you become Grant Scholarship winner, you can't reapply. But Simon was runner up last year. We gave him a $4,000 scholarship, and he is a fantastic pianist, and he just reapplied. I'm happy to see that. I'm not on the scholarship committee, so I defer to those people who are much better musicians than I am to decide who will get the Grant Scholarship. But I would say he's going to be one of the top contenders to win the Grant Scholarship this year.
So, Music for Humanity also provides free concerts for just people
Yes.
in the area. And
yes.
and you have at least once a month a performance, generally at Noble Coffee Roasters.
Noble Coffee Roasters for over 12 years.
Excellent location, excellent cannolis, by the way.
Yeah. Yes. Excellent everything.
Yes.
And it's a great venue for us. And we get, if you love to listen to music, this is not a place to go to for background music. This is not a brewery. This is a place you go and you sit down, you have something to eat, and you listen to fantastic music by local and regional artists who are playing mostly their own music and sometimes cover songs. But we've had 150 shows, and every one of them has been fantastic.
Yes. And you play
I play
a little bit pretty much every show.
I play a couple of songs.
Yeah.
Because
You write. How many songs have you written?
I've lost track. It's about 150, maybe more. I have a couple new ones this year I'm very happy with. And we just had a beautiful recording session at Ponderosa Recording Studios in Lafayette, New Jersey with Tom Askin. This was just 2 days ago, and I recorded 3 songs of my own, accompanied by a great guitarist, John Sheehan, who has played for us many times. And I'm pretty happy that this is going to turn out really well, these recordings.
And if people want to go to the next free performance, when is that?
That is going to be on May 20th. It's always the third Saturday of the month.
the third Saturday of every month at Noble Coffee Roasters.
Yeah.
Let's hear more, but we need to take a quick break. Barry Adelman is here from Music for Humanity on Wall Radio. Wall Radio, 44 degrees, 821. With me in the studio, Barry Adelman from Music for Humanity, the website, musicforhumanity.org. And my dad wears a hat that says Music for Humanity on it. He walks around and advertises for you because he's come to one of your free concerts, too.
Thank you so much, Dad. I appreciate that.
Yes, yes. So you have some things coming up we need to talk about. I can't forget any of them, please.
Yes. Okay, this Sunday, you were playing earlier today on the radio as I drove over here, Sweet Home Alabama, which is a great song. And you wouldn't associate that with the Jimmy Sturr Orchestra, but the Jimmy Sturr Orchestra, who is playing this Sunday, April 30th, at the Falls Room at City Winery in Montgomery.
Okay.
Does a great version of
They
Sweet
do
Home.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Unbelievable.
Oh, boy.
So people think Jimmy Sturr, polka, but Jimmy Sturr does a lot more than polka. And when you put 11 virtuoso musicians together, you know, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. And that's why they have won 18 Grammys. If you want to have a great afternoon this Sunday, it's going to be a rainy Sunday. It's a good day to come out there. Get to the City Winery. You can buy tickets at our website too. Go to the musicforhumanity.org website. That's
Okay.
music, F-O-R, humanity.org. And there you'll see upcoming events. And that event is listed there. And you can click on it and get tickets for this Sunday. It will be a great show. And we'll be there, thank God, with some raffle tickets for a new guitar. It'll be great. So
I would need lessons to play the guitar, and somebody would have to cut my fingernails off first before I could even try to play it.
And it'll be my honor to introduce the orchestra, too.
Oh, good for you.
So that'll be a lot of fun.
Okay.
So that's one thing coming up. What else do we have coming up?
You're participating in HV Gives.
HV Gives is very important. That starts on Monday, May 1st, and goes through May 31st. The big day is May 17th, when you're going to have some guests here.
Yes, we will.
From the
Yes.
Community Foundation to talk about HV Gives. Now,
We
HV
ask
Gives,
the community to give locally. Give where you live.
and HV Gives is wonderful because it involves, I don't know how many not-for-profits, but dozens and dozens and dozens. And it's almost like in the old days, if you went to an antique, there were antique dealers, and then antique dealers got the idea, if we did it all together, we'd end up all making more money rather than thinking we'll be in competition, because more people will come. And that is exactly how HV Gives works, because you put all these not-for-profits together and people have a choice. Which one do I want to give to? More people come, and every organization earns more money. I know you had a guest on recently that wasn't going to be on HV Gives, but I'd recommend to them, if they're listening today, I won't mention their name.
I spoke with someone just the other day who said, "Oh, no, we haven't signed up yet for HV Gives. Thank you for the reminder." He picked up his cell phone, called his administrative person at that moment and said, "Remind me, do the paperwork, get in HV Gives."
Yeah.
That's how important it is, because
It's-
nonprofit organizations
We
will
need
benefit.
to help. We need
Yeah.
help from each other, and this is how that works. We each help each other. So I'm really looking forward to that. I don't know what the bonuses are, but once I find out what the bonuses are, I'll find out today. We'll let everybody know.
Okay.
So that's the other big thing. The other thing that's coming up for us is a really, in the old days, you'd hear Ed Sullivan say it's going to be a really big show,
Really big show.
That's right.
Yep.
Well, a really big show will be at the Sugarloaf Performing Arts Center on Saturday night, August 26th. Just mark that date on your calendar. We're going to have the Complete Unknowns.
Oh, my favorite band. Wait a minute. The Complete Unknowns? I love that name.
Yeah, a Bob Dylan tribute band. Now, I've seen Bob Dylan twice in concert, and when you go to see Bob, you really don't know what you're going to get.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You don't know what you're going to get, because Bob plays all over the world, and it depends upon what mood he's in that night. And I've decided that I'm not giving him my money anymore. That's just the way it is. But I can guarantee you that if you want to hear the songs that Bob Dylan wrote, in a fantastic by a fantastic band. You will hear that when you hear the Complete Unknowns. These are fantastic musicians who cover Bob Dylan like no one else. So I'm really looking forward to that. And of course, we're going to have some free tickets for you here at Wall Radio.
Oh, so we'll give tickets away?
Absolutely.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, and I
Wonderful.
want to give out a big shout out to Supervisor Robert Valentine from the town of Chester, because it's fantastic to have a government official who really gets it, who really understands music. I think his kids are musicians, and it really makes a difference.
I think people understand that you are a volunteer with Music for Humanity, and the musicians, just about all the musicians who play, are volunteers.
Yes.
That the only people getting money are the young people who earn a scholarship
That
from
is
Music
true.
for Humanity.
But the Complete Unknowns are coming from a far distance, so they're going to have to get paid.
They
and
have,
this is going to
I
be
get it.
this is going to be a fundraiser for Music for Humanity, though. They're
Let's
working with us.
fill up Sugarloaf. Let's fill it up.
We want to fill it up. Exactly. There's about 700 seats, and I'm expecting to get 500 and up at least.
Okay.
So keep this in mind. It's going to be a great. And I have some other concerts, potential concerts. I don't want to mention what they are. I have to get a grant for them. I have a couple of grant applications in the system, and I'm hoping that in the next week or so, we're going to get the notice.
Okay.
Yes, we have $5,000 for you to put this show on.
I keep my fingers crossed for you. Now, you said you had 4 things to talk about. That was the third.
Oh, what's the fourth? I don't know anymore.
I just remember the number. I don't remember what it was at this point.
No, well, I'd like to say to everybody to visit the website, musicforhumanity.org, and give yourself a fantastic concert from the kids we have given scholarships to. You'll get that concert. You'll also get a great concert from, we've given out a number of Music for Humanity honorariums.
I remember.
What?
I remember what it was, the songwriting contest.
Oh, the songwriting, very
Yes,
good. And
yes.
also, we have the songwriting contest. You can enter your song if you have an original song at the website. And the other thing I want to mention, too, is if you are a music teacher, we started, thanks to my significant other, Carol Duffy, who came up with the idea, we started the Music Teacher Appreciation Award. And last year we gave a scholarship, not a scholarship, a $1,000 grant to a local music teacher, Andrew O'Neill, who teaches at Goshen Elementary School, full-time music teacher. And if you are a music teacher, you can apply. We pick this out totally at random. There's no cost.
There's no audition.
There's no audition.
Okay.
If you are a music teacher and you can show that you're a music teacher at an accredited school, college, university, wherever you are in the United States, you are eligible to enter the Music Teacher Appreciation Award, and we will give out at least $1,000 grant to one person simply at random. That's it. There's nothing to pay for. You're in it. Just go to the website.
You give away music. You give away money. You.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The first prize in the songwriting contest is $1,000. The second prize is $500.
I have written all of 3 songs ever in my life.
You could enter one, Kate.
They're silly. Turns out I can't write anything serious. They have to be really, really silly. Yeah. Barry, thank you so much for coming in. We have burned through our time already.
Thank you, Kate,
Oh.
for having me.
Please
Always.
remember Music for Humanity, especially during HV Gives. And remember on the 3rd Saturday of each month to stop in and listen to one of the free shows. Get there early because otherwise you'll be standing at the back of the room.
Yes, that's true.
Yes. Or, you could maybe ask somebody there if you could sit on their lap, but generally that's frowned upon. But musicforhumanity.org is the website. Thank you so much for coming in, Barry.
Thank you.
Best of everything, especially best of luck with HV Gives.
Thank you so much.
We'll look forward to hearing more. It's 8:30 at Wall Radio. That means it's time for news update.